procrastinators, this one's for you. Yeah, it's tax deadline day, and we're sorry, but you can't put it off any longer.
As painful as it is, we all have to get it done. And to help you with what last-minute filers need to know, we've got Craig Bolanos. He is the CEO and co-founder of Wealth Management Group. Hey, Craig, good to see you again.
Oh, good morning. And you're right. All the last-minute warriors are getting set to do battle from their kitchen tables and their dining rooms this evening to get those returns submitted by midnight.
Yeah, the battle. I love how you put that in because that's what it feels like. Okay, so let's talk about filings. You say forget about filing on paper. Electronic filing is the way to get it done because of what? Some kind of backlog going on?
Oh, Anita, spot on. Do not take pen to paper, ink to parchment. I mean, certainly you can do a paper return. That's not a problem. But because of the pandemic and safety protocols, the IRS hasn't even processed all the returns yet from 2019. So you need to file electronically, especially if you want to get a refund. And who doesn't want to get a refund more quickly?
Yeah, well, and to that point, apparently going the E route gets the money to us quicker. Any concerns at all on your part about giving Uncle Sam our routing numbers? Because that's really the fastest way to get it into our bank accounts, right?
No, I think that is always the way to go. You need to set up direct deposit. And with so many of the enhancements coming through, there's a lot of people, especially with children, who are going to want to make sure that their direct deposit information is on file so they can start getting some of that child tax credit that was enhanced starting July through December of this year. So go direct deposit. Don't do it the old-fashioned way.
All right. Well, talk to us about people who may have possibly lost their jobs in 2020 because of this pandemic. What do you want them to know about filing, making sure that their information about making less income is on those papers?
Well, I think that's the entire thing. You know, for a lot of people, we can't speak for everyone, 2020 was a tough income year. And what that means is there are going to be deductions and credits that people might otherwise have not been entitled to in the past that they're entitled to this year. And in particular, if you don't have your 2020 tax return yet in, you've just got to be thinking about how your unemployment benefits, there's now an exemption that's not necessarily going to make the first $10,200 taxable. And there's other people who stand to get what I call a plussed up economic impact payment, you know, AKA the $1,400 that came through from the American Rescue Plan. So there is some motivation to get your taxes done on time and quickly, this being the last day.
A lot of motivation not to get audited. We've heard the president recently say he wants to give the IRS more teeth. Now, he was, in fairness, talking about wealthier individuals. But just as a rule of thumb, a couple of tips for not getting audited?
Well, yeah, I mean, the IRS, all the taxing authorities, they want accurate numbers. They don't necessarily want round numbers. And I think that's the big thing. When you procrastinate, you might not have all of your documents, you know, lined up. So don't round up, don't round down. Make sure you're representing accurate numbers so you don't get one of those notices in the mail. I think that's a great point that everybody should be following.
And you also want to make sure that people understand that if they got insurance through the Affordable Care Act, that it's important to make sure you file that as well.
Oh, it's mission critical. If you have your health insurance through the exchange, and in particular, if you qualify for premium tax credit subsidy, you know, in order to continue to have that, you need to get your return filed. So I can't think of much more motivation to get my return done accurately and on time than to protect my health insurance.
He's the CEO and the co-founder of Wealth Management Group. He's Craig Bolanos. Haven't seen you for a while, Craig. Thanks for coming back.
Good to be back. Thank you.
All right.